Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Yoga Together. So today is May 1st. So it's already May. But still it's a little bit cool. And we still enjoy kind of a spring, or sometimes we don't know it's like a winter. But we have a beautiful nature. So today is our theme, concentration. Is a light concentration is basically meditation, but yeah, sometimes. So today just I wanted to share that we can do meditation anytime, but especially meditation or concentration really helps when we have so many things happen in our life that you might feel overwhelmed or stress, or it's overwhelming. It's like become over capacity that we can take in. So imagine that you have a bowl. So yourself is like a bowl or a plate or a container. Then if something, we practice yoga and we practice mindfulness to kind of create a capacity of ourselves, and even things that our life brings so many things that we want to have, but we still able to accommodate. But meditation especially needed when we are overflowing, means our small container cannot take anymore. When you are like we are not able to take anymore, that's the time we get really stressed, and our emotion comes up, like anger, usually anger, or fear, or frustrations, and a negative emotion comes. Those times when we recognize that emotion and we can come down to sit or meditate, meditation become very great tool. So let's close our eyes to sit. So meditation can be done any moment, any posture. So we are just taking a seated meditation at the moment, but you can do walking as well, and standing as well, and lying down to the ground as well. So we concentrate, means we are bringing everything together in this space and in this moment. So everything means what you have. So first of all, our body. So just noticing the breath, noticing the body is here. Right? Our body is here, sits bone, it's coming to the ground, and finding our body is sitting here. So when we are noticing our body, that means our brain, our mind is here with us, right? So we are noticing because our mind is inside of our body. But sometimes when we fear or worry too much about the future or whatever happened in the past, our mind just go away. Go away to the future or past. But when we recognize how our body feels at the moment, that means our mind is with your body. Then when you notice the breath, so bringing the breath together. That's the one easier way to bring ourselves, everything here. And just following the breath, coming in through the nose and going out through the nose. And also we observe the changes happening our body. Means when you inhale, slightly different feels, your body feels differently. Then when you exhale, slightly different when you are inhaling. So we are just going on to inhaling and exhaling, and have the sense how your body expanding and sinking down, or opening the space and finding our center. Also notice the emotion you might have at the moment, or difficulty that you might be facing today. So just acknowledge that we have that suffering, difficulty that we are dealing with, you are dealing with at the moment. And just notice as you inhale and exhale. And give yourself the loving kindness. We have difficulties. You have difficulties. It's okay. It happens in our life. So we are not actually avoiding to that difficulties or suffering. It's more accepting, acknowledging that we face difficulties. And how are we going to deal with these difficulties or overwhelming situation? And we breathe in and breathing out. And even we have a difficulty, we are able to breathe in and breathing out. And we are able to feel the nature all around. Feel the sun and appreciating the sun that up in the sky this morning. And I remember there was no cloud. And no cloud, and feeling the sunshine. It's not too hot. It's still cool breeze hit on our skin, and appreciating this present, comfortable moment. Even we are facing the difficulties and we are in the midst of the suffering, still we are able to appreciate the sun, the nature all around us, fresh air we can breathe. So today's practice is, even we are in difficulties and suffering, even life is hard, we notice and take a moment and concentrate ourselves to the present moment, what we have, and we appreciate and we find gratitude. We find the joy living in the very moment. So that's our practice. We never get the moment of free of any suffering. Our life is full of suffering, but also other sides we have a full of joy if we want to feel the joy. and a comfort and a ease and peaceful mind. So this is just our choice and our awareness, mindful awareness to notice. We can choose to see the other side, present, pleasure, joy, comfort, ease. And next inhalation, we reach our hands out and up. Exhale to find our palms, right side and left side meet together and bring it to our heart center. Let's do one more time. Inhaling, hands reach out and up. Exhale, bring our palms together to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. And maybe bow your head to set your intention, dedication, prayer for today's practice. Then slowly open our eyes. Okay, so let's mindfully come to the hands and knee position, please. Hands, palms under the shoulder, knees under the hip. And let's tuck our toes and noticing our toes and feet, and maybe pull our hips back gently up and down. So you can go any amount. You can go all the way down and maybe giving a pressure to your toes and the feet and stretching your arms to the front, or you might be just halfway. And as you move your hips back and forward, and notice the inner arm, armpit, and finding our spine. One more breath. All right, and then slowly moving ourselves to the front. Use your toes and both toes and bend our elbows. And slowly, with control manner, let's come onto our belly. And stretch your arms to the side. So spread your arms to the side and a kind of a shape of the T shape. And we are bringing our legs together. And noticing the toes and inhaling, reach our hands back and only lift our chest up. Then exhale, we move our hands forward and maybe side or to the front. So however you are comfortable, then relax. Inhale, pull your hands back. So we are moving our hands like a fan or making a circle. Then inhale, lifting up. Then exhale, let it go. Now inhale up and exhale. Last one, inhale, lifting up. So this time you might bring your hands behind you, interlace your finger and pull your hands back. And lifting up, staying a little bit longer. Squeeze our glute. So notice how heavy your pelvis is and press the pelvis down to the ground and legs down and pull your hands. One more up, inhale. Then on our exhalation, slowly let it go. And stretch your arms to the front and palm maybe facing down. Okay, so hopefully you can see well. So hopefully it's not white out. All right, so fingers open wide. Then we press our finger pad and lift your palms off the ground. So hold in a cupcake and lift our chest up so your legs are still touching to the ground. Then you might move your hands gradually outward and maybe to the side. And I hope you can keep our arms straight and press your finger pad down and lifting our chest. And notice your legs grounding. And one more up, inhale. And then on our exhalation, let it go. And bend your knees and move your feet side to side. Relax your lower back. Relax your legs. And notice the lower back and your belly. All right. And then slowly, let's release. This time, cobra, Sphinx. So now you might point your toes to the corner of the yoga mat. Then bring your fingers pointing to this front corner. So your toes are back corner of the yoga mat. Then maybe elbow coming a little bit closer to the chest. Then maybe really close. So your fingers are finding it out. Then inhale, press your legs down, pelvis down, and chest forward. Then inhale, lifting up. Then on our exhalation, bring our hands, interlace the finger together, then tuck our toes under, then maybe pick up our hips and forearm plank, then walk your feet to the front and head down between your shoulders and looking back to the toes. So now it's like a shape of mountain that you can lengthening and releasing the lower back. All right. Then inhale, walk your feet to the back. Then look to your thumb and lengthening our spine. Push your heels back, top of the head forward, and we're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk your feet to the front and head down. And look to the toes. Lift our hips up, and you might tuck your navel towards the spine and lengthening our spine. Then slowly walk back. It's interesting that the concentration, when we are moving into the difficult pose or challenging pose, so our mind or everything come together, right? It's a concentrating. And let's hold here. And let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time let's release our knee down to the mat. And puppy pose. Okay, so let's spread your arms wide to the front and a head down. Or you might lounge your back a little bit to feel the ease on your lower back. One more breath. And then inhale, let's rise. Tabletop again. Inhale, right hand to the sky, so tabletop. Then on our exhalation, right shoulder, right ear to the ground. Then we twist. And head, right side of the head down to the mat. And relax your right finger, you can wiggle. And left hand stretch forward, touch the ground. And we twist and open. So wherever you feel relief, just noticing. Also relax your expression, facial expression. Relax your jaw, soften. Then we don't think about it too much. But we are relaxing our head too. Head, maybe right side of the head relaxes and giving nice pressure to the right temple bone. You might stay here, or you might stretch your left leg, toe down, or maybe left leg go up to balance. One more breath. If you are lifting the knee, left knee come down to the mat, left hand come close to the face. Press up again, but take your time from the twisting, and right hand goes up. Then exhale, release. Let's do the other side. So now left hand is going upward and look to the sky. Exhale, left hand go under. So left ear, shoulder down to the yoga mat and give up nice pressure. And relax your face. And right hand stretches to the front and right tailbone go back. And we really stretch the right side. So your right hand come to the ground. Yeah, then stretch forward over the head. So yeah, That's right, Jackson. And put your right hip back. Then right hand forward. So you are stretching the right side of the body like a diagonal way. And if you like to keep your right knee, do so. Right leg can be straightened, right toe down, or maybe right leg go up to balance. And one more breath. And then exhale, gradually right knee come to the ground. So this pose was really need a concentration to be able to balance actually. Okay, so right hand come close to your face and press down and lift yourself. Left hand goes up. And then exhale, slowly, let's release. Okay, so let's have the belt block close by and yeah, belt also close by. But first, we're gonna do the pose that we use two blocks. So two blocks, right side and left side in front, and we bring our elbow to the block. Child pose, but we open our shoulder. Bend your elbows and your thumb maybe behind your head. Just relax. You might round your back or you can pull your hips back a little bit more. One more breath. And then slowly we're gonna release. Then move yourself forward. Then exhale, pull your hips back. Let's do one more time. So it's like almost forearm, right? Forearm plank and move yourself forward. Then exhale, pull back. The last one. Then move yourself. Then gradually straighten your leg and bring our belly to the ground. And you can let go the block for now. You might use the belt. So your left hand, okay, let's do this way so you can see me better. So right hand, forearm is parallel to the front edge of the yoga mat. So like this. Then we point our toes back, then lift our chest up. So point your toes. Then bend your left knee. Then left hand goes to catch the left toe. So here, if you are not catching to the toes, you might use the belt. Then pull the left heel towards your buttock. Okay, careful, don't twist your neck here. So forearm down to the mat. So you can lift your chest and look to your left side. Then maybe heels come towards your buttock. So careful about the knees. If it's not comfortable, don't press too hard. And then, yeah. So try to bring our left thigh down to the ground. Left thigh down. Yes, that's that. Yeah, Sydney, that's what. Then look to your left side, or you are looking at the left elbow. One more breath. Then exhale, slowly let it go. The other side. Okay, so before going to the other side, let's release our lower back. So forearm down to the mat, pick up our hips, and we can come to child pose, or you can do downward facing if you like. Just bending so you can release the lower back. All right. Now, next inhalation, we move ourselves and belly to the ground again. So this time, left side. So left finger pointing to the right side. Then use your left forearm to press and lift your chest up. So that's make it easier for our next pose. Bend your right knee. Catch the right toe. If you are not touching to the toes, use the belt. Then if this is available, press your, so if knee is not comfortable, don't do this. And right heel coming towards your buttock. Then maybe point your elbows back if that's available. And look into your right side and back. And same time, your left forearm is pressing down so you can lift your chest. One more up, inhale. Then exhale. Let it go. Forearm down, press up. Child pose, or you can come to downward facing dog, or you can come to dolphin. Dolphin's a forearm down to the mat. So you can do any pose here. And we are releasing the lower back. Let's take a big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time, big inhaling. Exhale to let it go. The next inhalation, we bring our knee down to the mat and belly to the mat. Okay, so this is the last one of back bending on our belly. It's called Dhanurasana bow pose. You know, bow and arrow bow. So we bend our knees and catch our ankles or toes. So here you can notice the knees. So two options. You can bring your knee closer if your lower back is okay. But if your lower back does want you to open the knees wide, do that way, please. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift up, kick into our hand. So kick into our hand, then point your toes upward and squeeze our glute. So notice the back muscle, squeeze our glute. And maybe that helps to lift your toes up more. And press your hips down to the mat. Open the chest. And one more up. Lift your legs. Then exhale. Let's release. Let go. And one cheek down to the mat. And bend your knees and move your feet side to side. So we also want to massage the quad, the front of the thigh. So as you move your feet side to side, you are actually massaging the quad. Okay, then slowly releasing, and let's straighten our leg, tuck our toes under, press your palms down to the mat. Then we are coming up, lifting your knees up, hips up, and maybe use your knee to lift up. So maybe plank pose or tabletop, then go to downward facing dog. Relax your head. And you might bend your knees right side and left side. You can shake your head side to side. And let's take a big inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. One more time. Big inhaling. Exhale. Let it go. Now we're going to gradually walking our feet to the front. If you are child pose, lift your hips. Then we come to bending forward pose and catching our elbows. So feet is hip distance and bend your knees. So we can protect your lower back and hamstring. And relax your head. You can swing side to side. Or however it is for you to relax your lower back and back of the body. Okay, last breath. Then let's slowly lower ourselves up to standing. Take your time. Oh my gosh, what happened today? Okay, so usually I can show my whole head, but I don't know why my head is cut off. What's difference today? Anyway, that's okay. Let's come to the standing. Okay. Then the hands reach up to the sky. Let's bring our feet together. Okay. I want to do something about this. Let's see. Is this possible for me to have more upper body? Thank you. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, It's a little bit better. All right, hands reach out and up and catch our fingers, index finger pointing to the sky. Inhale, stretching upward. Then on our exhalation, go right side and left side. So do a few times. So when you do this, we are focusing our root. So your fingers, then our leg, our feet, then your leg. Then we also use our hands to stabilize. So your fingers are lapping to one another. So we really glue our palms together. Okay, one more. And then slowly back to center. Then bend your elbow to bring your hands behind you. Then we press our hips forward and we point our elbows and we look up. And find openness to the armpit, your shoulder. So this is almost same way that we did the block on elbows on the block and child pose. So it's very similar, same purpose. All right, inhale, hands reach up. So this time we're gonna bend forward. So reach our hands up, zip our legs together and strong leg, strong feet, and we bend forward. So once you find any tightness to the lower back and hamstring, you can take easy. Bend your knees to take it easy. All right, bend forward. All right, once you arrive to the ground, hands down, bend your knees and belly to the thigh. Then we come to chair pose. So keeping your knees bent, but we bring our hands up. Then on our exhalation, let go our hands and hands onto your thigh. Then tailbone back and reaching the top of the head forward. So kind of holding your knees to the kneecap over the foot. So kneecap doesn't go beyond the toes. So instead of this, I am putting my hips back to maintain our knee over the foot. Okay, so feet together, so toes together, big toes. Check, so yeah, very good. Then pull your hips back. Then let's pull hips back, belly to your thigh, and we bring our hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway left. Then we bring our hands down to the mat and we step back to the choice of downward facing dog. If you like to do vinyasa, you are coming to plank, chaturanga, and upward facing dog and downward facing dog. All right, and let's get a big inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. One more time, big inhaling. Exhale, let it go. The next inhalation, we walk to the front. Feet is together. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale to head down, relax. Inhale, rise up, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms together to the heart. All right. So let's keep our foot as it is. And we're going to do the balance pose. And pick up our right heel off the ground. So you can bring your hands on your hips. So where you have a hands there, you are paying attention. Your pelvis is not tilting this way or that way. So maintain our pelvis kind of equal, right and left equal. Now we bring our right knee outward. So you can keep your toes, right toe down to the ground and resting your right heel inside of the ankle, or we are sliding the right heel inside of the leg to the calf, or maybe higher to your thighs. And maybe use your hands to support and plant your right foot inside of the leg. And notice your pelvis again. Try to, so maybe right hip a little bit lower. Don't hike up our hips, right hip. and make it parallel, shoulder relax. Then maybe stretching your arms to the side. So today is a little different. Then palm facing forward. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we are still in a tree pose. So palm facing forward, then maybe reach our hands to the sky. And reaching upward and up, strong leg. One more breath. Then on our exhalation, hands come by the side, then lower to the hip and gradually lower your heel inside of the leg all the way down. Okay, let's release, relax. So now we're going to do opposite one. So first we ground ourselves, feet down. Then hands on your hip. So our fingers or hands are kind of checking on our hip. And pick up our left heel off the ground and open your left knee. Then you can place your left toe there, or you can slide your left heel inside of the right leg and go up. So you notice the hands and the hips how changes. Maybe place your foot inside of the thigh if that's available. And maybe hands gradually to the side. I want to take it easy today. Okay, spread your palms, face forward and hands to the side. Or maybe reaching our hands to the sky. Grounding and lengthening our spine. Last one more breath. Inhale. And on our exhalation, slowly lower your heels and hands come by your side. Okay, let's relax. Okay. Then come to the front of the yoga mat again, feet is together. Then we put our right foot back. Then right toe, 45-degree angle. Left toe, straight forward to the shorter side of the mat or front side of the mat. Then ground our right foot and move our pelvis facing forward. So ourselves, we are facing to the front. If you need to bend your right knee, please do so. Okay. Now bring our hands behind you all the way and maybe catching your elbows or palms together behind you. So notice the shoulder blade coming together, and we are opening our elbow, shoulder. You know how I did? So I really try to adjust and catching my palms together. Okay, so once you settle your hands, ground our both heel and inhale. So your feet is like a root of the tree, top of the head reaching upward. Then on our exhalation, bend your left knee slightly. We bend forward. So drape your head down towards the left knee. Then if you are comfortable, gradually straighten your leg or just let it be like this. Bend forward. But notice how strong your right foot is. Grounding the right foot. Opening the back of the body. One more breath. Bend your both knee. We're going to lower ourselves up to standing. We're going to pivot. So face to the longer side of the mat. Then face to the back of the yoga mat. So now your right toe is in front of you and left toe 45-degree angle. And we really ground our left foot and move your pelvis to face to your right toe, same side as right toe facing. All right, lengthening our spine. Inhale, ground our feet. On our exhalation, bend your right knee. We hover over your right leg and bending forward. Oh my gosh. Feeling to your hamstring, back of the leg. So relax your head and you can really hug. So this is a great way to open our shoulder. One more breath.
Then strong like bend your knees. Then lower ourselves up to standing. Then exhale, let it go. Our hands and face to the longer side of the mat. And just shake your hands and relax. Then when you are ready, so shake it as much that you no longer have attention. Then get the belt. So we're gonna hold the belt like this. So let's see. Yeah, so let's bring our palm facing to your hands. So I mean hips. So palm is facing to your hips and holding the belt. So maybe shoulder width apart. Okay, like this. Or if you like to bring it closer, that's okay too. All right. So now longer side, face the longer side of the mat, and feet come a little bit wider, planting our feet. Feet is parallel. Then inhale, put your hands back. So notice how shoulder blade come closer and kind of squeeze in the shoulder blade. Okay, adjust your hand. Inhale, lift our chest up. Then on our exhalation, bend your knee, bend forward. So try to straighten your arm. Try not to bend your knees. Bend your elbows. And sorry, bend your knees, but not bending your elbows. And if you are comfortable, you can gradually straighten your leg though. And reaching back and open your shoulder. And one more. Then put our hands back, bend your knees. We're gonna roll ourselves up to standing. Excellent. Just like go about. Then shake our arm and stretch your arms to the side. Then open your fingers while palm facing upward. Then press your palms out as if you have a wall at your side and pressing the palms out. Then on our exhalation, drop your head and drop your fingers and curling like making a beak. So we are stretching the wrist. Okay, inhale, lift lift your head and fingertips upward. Then exhale, round. Drop your head too. Then one more time, inhale. Press your arms out. And then exhale, drop. And then slowly drop your hands. Point your toes out, please. And spread ourselves big like shape of X. So fingers open. And then inhale, looking up. Then on our exhalation, bend your knees and hug ourselves to relax your head, and you can drape your head low. Let's do a few more times. Inhale, spread ourselves wide. Exhale, hug ourselves and bend forward. You can quite bring your head lower, quite lower. One more time. Inhale, spread. Exhale, lounge your back, hug yourself, drop. Bend your knee to protect your lower back. All right. Then slowly let go our hands. And we're going to walk our hands to the front of the yoga mat. So walk your hands to the front of the yoga mat and plant your palms. We step back to downward facing dog, or you can do vinyasa. If you like, you can rest in child pose, or you can rest in downward facing dog. And together, big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Then inhale, looking forward. Then we step forward and we sit down to the yoga mat. Stretch your legs to the front. So let's bring our hands by your side. So you can do actually, if your hands is not comfortably onto the ground, you can bring your block by your side and place your palms down. So your fingers are pointing to the front. So fingers are pointing same direction as your leg. So either block or without, we sit here. So this is quite a difficult pose. So push your heels to the front, then lengthening our spine and top of the head reaching upward. So it's making kind of a 90-degree shape of stuff, kind of a wooden structure you can imagine. So you are creating a 90-degree with your hips, right? Then if you press your hands down, you can notice the neck. You can notice the back of the neck stretches. Let's stay here, hugging our belly in. One more breath. Excellent. On our exhalation, bend your knees slightly and bring our belly towards your thigh. Reach your hands to the front and reaching our hands. And one more reaching our hands and belly to your thigh and bend forward. And drape our arms onto your leg. You can catch where you can catch. So if you can catch the toe, that's great. If you can catch the outer edge of the foot, that's great. Or you might catch the ankles. Then you can keep your knees bent, or you can gradually walk your sits bone back to straighten your leg. And relax your head. And find the openness to the back of the body. One more breath. And then exhale. Slowly release. Okay. Open fingers wide again. Plant your palms to the ground behind you. So much farther than we did the staff pose. So bend your elbows behind you, then gather your shoulder blade closer. Make sense? So bend your elbow and gather our shoulder blade really pinching together behind you. That gives you space to your chest. Then lift your chest up, and you might point your toes away from you and stretch in the front of the body. Lift our chin up. So here is a one option. This is option one. Option two, bend your knees, plant your feet down, and we pick up our hips and pelvis up. So making a table. So squeezing our glute and lift our hips. So making a tabletop. Then option three is straight leg reverse plank pose. And strong arm. Strong glute and pelvic cross. Squeeze our glute and lift up. One more breath. And then exhale. Slowly release. Excellent. Bend your knees. And your hands must be a little bit challenged. So back of the hands together and kind of a roll. You can lounge your back while moving these fingers or, rest. You can release the lower back too. Okay. Then gradually we bring our left hand, right foot. So outer edge of the right foot. Then we're gonna twist. Then reach our right hand behind you. So you can just do this way. Option one here. Option two, straight your left leg down and pick up your right leg. And we balance twist. You can also cross your right leg over the left side more. So it's more opening the IT band or outer hip. One more breath, inhale, shoulder relax. Shoulder relax. And then exhale, release. Excellent. Bend your knees again. Hovering over to your thigh. Then we use our right hand to catch the outer edge of the left foot. Then spread your left hand, go back. So catch very well. So if you catch your right hand, left foot very well, you can reach the left hand back. So stay here or stretch your right leg grounding and pick up your left leg straight. Then you might cross over. Shoulder relax. If you cannot relax the shoulder, bend your left elbow. Last breath. Then exhale, release.
Okay, so let's do shoulder stand and halasana. So shoulder stand, we are rolling back. So two choices. You can do roll back and forth and pick up your hips and hands come at your lower back and legs go straight up. Or you might use the block, side block under your hip, then lifting your legs up. Then zip your legs together and find your toes really pointing to the sky. So once you get into the pose, don't look here and there. Don't twist your neck. Just keeping your neck, head as they are in the center. Then you might bring your toes over the head for halasana. And you can interlace your fingers behind you if you are stable. If you don't feel stable and you want to have extra support, bring your palms at your still lower back. This is a bending forward pose, same as a bending forward pose to create a space to the spine, especially the neck, shoulder area. Then let's slowly we come down to the mat, bend your knees, hips down, and a happy baby, open your legs wide. And you might catch the feet or any place you can hold, and let's roll side to side. And finding a space to your spine, lower back, grounding also. The neck can resting, your shoulder is nicely resting. Okay, now let's do figure 4. Left foot, right knee, or can be calf and maybe to the right thigh. Then catching the back of, so left hand goes inside of your legs and catch the back of your right thigh. And bend your elbows, relax your shoulder, resting down to the mat. And relax your toes. You can do wiggle your toes. You can wiggle your ankles, no tension that you may be holding. And then as you inhale, straighten your right leg, push your right heel to the sky. Then exhale to let it go and let it bounce. Just to let it be and let it shake it. Few more times. Inhale, exhale, let it go. So now we concentrate that the vibration happening inside of the body from this light heel movement. How you drop the light heel and that's create some kind of a vibration, very gentle, very subtle waves that are creating. So if we observe that, if we focus on that, actually we can really calm our nervous system. We focus or we concentrate on a subtle, very subtle movement. Subtle difference that happens. Okay, gradually moving figure 4 shape to your right side so we can twist and releasing the lower back. And right hand hug your left knee to the chest and look to your left side. And then slowly we come to center and we switch the leg. So now right foot, left knee, and left knee coming towards you and catching the back of your left thigh. And notice how you can relax the shoulders. How can you rest your head down? And notice the hips. And if you like, you can move to dropping your left heel and let it bounce. And we observe the vibration, the waves of very subtle movement happening in our body. And quieting our nervous system. It is possible to calm our nerves. Then when you are ready, gradually moving this crossed leg to your left side and we twist. And spread your right hand to the side, hug our right knee to the chest, and find an openness to the right side. Then when you are ready, come into Shavasana, last pose for this practice. Close your eyes. And relax our body. Let go all the tension. And soften. Relax our head. So that's very easy to find. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue and teeth. And notice how our facial expression become gentler or softer. Gently bringing our awareness to your fingertips and toes. Inviting the small movements and finding our body is here. Appreciating our body as it is. And reaching our hands over the head. Let us stretch from toes to fingertips. Let's take a big inhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. Bring our knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to ourselves. Thanks to our body, mind and heart, what we have today. And gently lower onto one side. Then come to a comfortable seat. Together, let's inhale. Hands reach up to the sky, big circle, as if we are gathering all positive energy and joy and hope seeping to our heart. Exhale, bring our palms together to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. gesture of gratitude. Gratitude to this moment, space, community to practice yoga together. And let us hold gratitude with us and continue our life. Thank you so much for letting me guide us through your practice. Namaste. Thank you. So nice to practice yoga with you. And I hope you have a wonderful week.